Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you can see me, I hope you can hear me. We are here, it is season 4, round 4, can you believe it, of the SSBB Esport Championship, and we are here at Yamagiwa, Kyoto Driving Park, Yamagiwa. It's been a manic week. We haven't been able to have our Prime and Clubman's events on Friday, but we are here. We're running the endurance series. Formula One is on. I can't watch it. This is the sacrifice I'm making for you guys. I'm not no guilt trips at all. About to jump into qualifying. If there's a bunch of background noise, it is. There's a thunderstorm outside at the moment, so yeah, it's probably a lot of background noise, so try and ignore that. Please let me know in the comments, what is the audio like? I've been battling with audio for how long? We are about to jump into qualifying, but first I want to just show you guys the actual overall points and where we sit after last week's controversial race. So at the moment they hate Multi first with 62 points, second Alex Wilmot with 53, third is Death Raccoon with 53, so Alex and Death Raccoon tied. Fourth is Jake E with 40 with 50, and bringing up the top 5 is Dens on 44. So let's get this thing started. Letting the guys know we are starting now. Alrighty, so let's just make sure everybody is in the room, in the lobby. Freddy is in, Safalicious is in, everyone is in. I don't know what GI means. Alrighty. So hopefully we don't have any issues with electrical power. The reason I say that is Death Raccoon's quickest. Loud and loud. Why is there an issue with the stream? Why? Giving me an issue with the upload. Alrighty, so jumping into qualifying. Let's see who is out on the track at the moment. So Sapalicious here. That is quite a made up Jag. So let's see. Sapalicious hasn't raced with us in a while. It's good to have him back. He's in a Jag here. Second is Sapalicious on the hards. Second is Venture 26 coming out in the soft tyre. Venture has obviously raced with us before, and it's great to have him back. Like I say, we're at Yamagiwa. Here to Driving Park, Yamagiwa. Some beautiful shots here. These cars as they come around this hairpin. Third in the row is Mr. Bombastic. We're waiting for Mr. Bombastic. He's going to get a smack on the wrist because he doesn't have the right livery. But anyway, fourth is Dens, and Dens in that Skyline is looking promising. He's hoping to have a good result this race. I saw someone else in the Skyline, but I think it was Dens with the different car. So, fifth, Death Raccoon in Mercedes, Japanese flag livery, Mercedes. 6 is CRT Cas Converse. In the Team Brit entry Porsche 911. 7th is Davide in a Viper. Wow, we haven't seen Davide in a while. He hasn't raced with us. It's great to have him back. Alex Wilmot changed his livery for this Alex W Sim Racing for this event. It's looking really good in those 5-star colours. 5-star Racing is of course our new sponsor. It's great to have them on board. So thank you, Alex, for running that livery. Alex was looking super quick in the qualifying. One Eye Lou DK also in the Skyline. Also back with us. Let's see how he's going to form, how he's going to fare in this event. It's been a tough entry for him into the SSBB Sports Championship. Freddie 10th, Freddie V2 in that M6. That car is very tail happy. You've got to be very careful, but it is a very, very good car. 11th, Brockman. Brockman is running a livery that needs work. Let's put it that way. Okay, but it's a very brightly coloured Skyline. Looks good. Thanks for joining us, Brockman. 12th is Jack the Porsche. Great to have him with us. So we'll go through the order now. 13th, McFlurry. Obviously McFlurry hasn't done a lap. Also in the 5-star Racing livery Porsche 911 RSR. So let's see. Is McFlurry starting his first flying lap? No, he's not. So he's on the medium. So first is Alex on the soft. 0.6 ahead of Venture 26, also on the soft. Alex has parked it. Alex has done a 133.1. Not sure if that's fast or slow. I haven't been able to do much, or in fact any testing here. Please let me know in the audio. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear the cars? Alrighty, so as it stands, it's Alex first, second is Venture. He wanted to do another flying lap. Doesn't look like he went any quicker there. Third is Death Raccoon. Death Raccoon doesn't really go quicker. He's on the medium. So Alex and Venture on the soft. Death Raccoon on the medium tyre. Fourth is Mr. Bombastic, also on the medium. He's in that Toyota FT1 Dens. It's actually it's the FT1 of the Super. It's the FT1. 5 is Dens in the Skyline. He is on the medium tyre. McFlurry's coming over to cross the line. It doesn't look like he went any quicker. 6, One Eye Lou DK is in the Skyline on the soft tyre. 7th, McFlurry in the Porsche. Just saw him when he went round. He's on the medium tyre. The car's moving around a lot. You see the guys are pushing. So his best time is 1:35.7. So 8th is Davide. He's quite, we haven't seen him before this season, I don't think. Maybe perhaps the first race. 9th is Jake E. He is in the Porsche. Still with his old livery. So we need to sort these liveries out. I haven't updated the spreadsheet. I'm busy building websites, doing all sorts of good stuff. So we'll get them, we'll get them. 10th CRT Cascade comes in to change the boots, and she's running a bit of damage, so she'll be looking to just get rid of that. About 3 minutes left. She'll probably have one lap in. Try and get something done. Safalicious out in 11th. Looks like he's throwing it down. He's back in action. Pretty's parked it. He's out in 12th. And Brockman in 13th. Those are going quicker. So the first place man is still Alex. Venture still out there. Not sure if he's looking to try and find a bit of open track, but you can see he's still out there, so he's still looking for something. So it looks like Venture has just started his next flying lap. If anybody's going to dethrone Alex, it will be this man. Or Death Raccoon, but I doubt Death Raccoon because he is on the soft tire. So Venture 26 is about the only person that could dethrone Alex off pole. So he's absolutely setting his car. 0.03 down on Alex's time. Really pushing that car as hard as he can. Now, granted that Alpha, I think, is the better car around here. With 0.33 up on his time. So he's looking good through here. We'll just have to see how he gets on through the rest of the circuit. He's coming up to quite a really tight hairpin. It's first gear corner. Takes it down to second, doesn't go down to first, but he gets the power down nicely, rides the curve on the exit. He's looking up in his best, so it's going to be very close between these two. Don't know if it's going to be enough. It's 0.6 behind Alex. He has to really get a good exit here. Got the car stopped very, very well. He goes through. Looks like he's done a really good job. He's definitely going to go quicker than his time. Will it be enough to beat Alex's time? Let's see. No, he closes the gap, but it's just not enough. It was a really, really solid effort from Venture. I don't think that Mazda is as quick as that Alpha around here, but solid effort from Venture 26. So Alex, your pole man, still looking good in that Alpha. Did like I think 2 laps and parked it, so full of confidence. Second is Venture 26. Just gonna have to capture this. Third place man, Mr. Bombastic, quickest on the mediums, only half a second behind Venture. That is a solid effort from Mr. Bombastic. Fourth is Death Raccoon, also on the medium, by 0.3 behind Bombastic. Fifth is Dens, also on the medium. Going over, does go quicker. Wow, he almost took that spot from Death Raccoon. 0.002 the gap between Death Raccoon and Dens. That was a solid effort from Dens. Wanalu DK is in 6th place. 7th is Davide. 8th is McFlurry Twist. Jack E is in 9th place. CRT Kaz converts in 10th. Safalicious 11th. 12th Freddy and 13th Brockman. So, there's confirmation of your qualifying. Let's see if we can get this race underway safely. Right, so we have 1 hour of racing. Let's see. Can't see the lights, but you can see the first place man. Who gets off the line? Looks like Alex had a phenomenal start. So did Death Raccoon. Death Raccoon drives straight past Venture 26, straight up into first place. He's got the inside line. He pushes, so does Venture 26. They're pushing to keep Alex out. So Death Raccoon just ahead of Alex. It's a phenomenal start from Death Raccoon, and Alex in second place. You can see that car moving around a lot. He's pushing as hard as he can to sit and stay with Death Raccoon. It's a brilliant racing. Busting straight up into fourth place. He's defending his line from One Eye DK. So this is a phenomenal start from Death Raccoon, that Mercedes, and he knows that Alpha is very quick around here, and he's got to kind of just put his head down and get the job done now. This man is just get all the information back. He is on the medium tire. Alex straight away is under pressure from Venture 26 now. Venture and Alex on the soft tire. So interesting. This is phenomenal for Death Raccoon, because if he can pull a gap, I mean, he's got the pace on the medium tire. This is sorry, who was that? That was Bombastic out in fourth place. We'll have to go back and have a look at that. It looks like Bombastic just went really wide there. He's got McFlurry and One Eye DK for company coming out. This was just the first lap. And look at these guys. He's playing for keeps. Did someone hit him on the back bumper? We don't know. Let's have a look. So it looks like Bombastic rolls around it quite smoothly. We've got quite a big tap from One Eye DK. And so, One Eye DK rat-a-tat-tat on that bumper and put Bombastic into quite a big slide. So you can see the additive gain. One Eye DK looking for that inside line. It's very good racing here. It looks like Alex has got ahead. We'll have to go back and see, but I won't take the replay. But this is good racing from Bombastic. So let's go back to your first place man. Alex in front. I don't think that Death Raccoon is going to be able to hang with these guys too much. But he's pushing. I mean, he's there with Venture 26 and Alex. And well, we can see he's doing everything he can to hang with him. He is on the medium tire. The guy we're driving on board with is Death Raccoon. He's on the medium tire and he's just trying to sit with Alex and Venture 26. And he's doing a great job to stay with him. Alex in front, Venture second, third is Death Raccoon. So Death Raccoon has done a great job to stick with these guys. Fourth is One Eye DK. He managed to come out on top after that battle. Let's go back and have a look at that battle. And we jump on board with One Eye DK. Just go back and see. He was in that fight with Mr. Bombastic, as you can see here. Coming around and we boom, rat-a-tat-tat, and then hit him. And then Bombastic and One Eye started banging doors, but they sorted themselves out and managed to get things on the go again. So still Alex in racing. Venture 26 is not letting him go. Venture is there. He's dragging Death Raccoon along with him, which is great. Death Raccoon wants to stay a part of this party and make sure that he has a good chance of a solid finish, which I think he does. Keeping in mind he is on the medium tire and he is sending it, giving it everything. So it's good work that he's staying here with these guys. He mustn't push too hard, get too involved, because otherwise could let the leader get away. So have to trying to be smart with how we play this, but Alex running that 5-star racing livery for us. Thank you very much, Alex. Very much appreciated. Second is Venture 26. Third is Death Raccoon. Fourth is One Ali DK. Fifth is Mr. Bombastic, all on the mediums. And Flurry Twist on the medium in that Porsche 911. Seventh is Davide. He's on the medium in the Varco. I haven't seen much of the Varco. 10th, sorry, 8th is Denz on the medium. 9th is Jake. He's on the hard. The first of the drivers on the hard. 10th, Safalicious on the hard. 11th, CRT Kaz Converts on the soft. 12th is Freddy on the medium. Freddy, the new guy, is joining us. He's one of our Clubman's drivers. Great to have him with us in that Monster Energy Cover 6. Very nicely turned out machine. It's great to have you with us, Freddie. I hope you enjoy your stay here in the Endurance Series. Lost to learn, it's a different animal, and it's an hour-long race, but goes by so quick. 13th is Rockman in the Mr. Skyline. So, Alex and Death Raccoon is now past Venture 26. Death Raccoon is playing for keeps. He is not. This is phenomenal racing. Look at the gap between these guys. Venture looks like we might have. Oh, Alex going defensive. Venture's up on the inside of Death Raccoon, and it makes sense. Venture has the grip, so he would be able to make that blue kind of move stick. He has the edge grip on the tyre, and he's done a phenomenal job to get ahead of Death Raccoon. He's been very defensive. Alex not able to pull away here. I think Venture also went a bit rat-tat-tat in that bumper, so it's going well. It's going well. It's good racing. So Alex still leading the charge in a beautifully turned out. Oh, some contact there between Alex and Venture. That's going to allow Death Raccoon, Venture obviously gave the position back. That's going to allow Death Raccoon to close the gap, which he has, but I think Death Raccoon just doesn't have the grip. The thing is, those mediums are a lot more durable than the soft tires, so Alex on the soft, you can see the wear difference between the cars. And in 4th place, who's that? One I knew DK's all over the place. So let's go back to the leaders. Oh, Alex runs it deep, and Venture 26 manages to send it up the inside. He was on the right line. Alex just ran it too hot, and that allowed Venture to get up alongside him. So Alex is looking for the position back, but you're not going to pass in the grass. It just doesn't work like that. So Venture being very conservative with the line, very clever driving and not to overcook it. Just kind of park it on the apex, and Alex pushing hard to try to get that position back as soon as possible. It makes it's very important. If you want to defend, you kind of have to push to try to get that position back. But Alex is still doing a phenomenal job, and yeah, we ride on board. Wow, that was a lunge at the Millennium from Alex, and he must be able to brake a lot later in that Alpha compared to the Mazda. Because you see how much later it brakes, and I don't know if it's the weight or that's where the Alpha gets its pace, but that Alpha is certainly extremely quick around here, and Alex showing us exactly what he can do. Qualified on pole, picks up a big slide as he gets into the main straight, decides no, he's going into the pits, he's had enough of that. So, which makes sense, he's just going to get tripped up with those guys. Very good driving from Alex, as always. So he's decided to go into the pits, and so Let's go back to 8. So he is jumping in, filling up with fuel. He's obviously changed his tires already. That car looking really good. Really, really good. So he comes out the pits. Where does he come out? That's the question. I suspect it'll be quite far down the order. So, 2026 leading this race. Alex might have pushed the undercut. Just trying to keep an eye on the let's just keep an eye on the Formula 1 results. Guys have forgotten to enter the endurance because of the Formula 1. I understand. It's frustrating, man. I wanted to watch it, but I believe Verstappen and Red Bull are doing well, so I'm a fan. So Venture 26 going into the pits now. Interesting, so I've got in on lap 7. That's all time. Death Raccoon can still push here. He can still push for quite a long time. Jurassic Jam, hey guys, hope you're all doing well. Thanks for joining us, Jurassic. Yeah, Death Raccoon still got a long way to go. He's about a quarter tank left. Not sure how he's going to play this, but this man had some pace in the beginning. So, brilliant work from Death Raccoon to stay in it and stay out there. So the two endurance masters, Death Raccoon and McFlurry Twist, are still out there on the medium tires. They've done 9 laps between them. And the softs, the guys come in with the soft lap. Alex went in lap 6 and Venture on lap 7. So they were racing very hard on those tires. You can see that Death Raccoon's used quite a lot more fuel. Tire was exactly the same as McLaren. So very pushing hard, but has very, very similar fuel consumption to Death Raccoon. So Death Raccoon, I suspect, will go to the pits now. Let's see. Yeah, it does. Alex McFlurry will also go into the pits now. Third place man, Jake, he will also go into the pits. He's on the hard, the first of the hard runners. These two are back at it. The two protagonists are back at it. So Venture is on the hard tire, and Venture goes into fourth. Second is Alex on the hard time. So Alex could be looking to feel safe here. Alex runs it a bit deep. Venture always takes a very tight line through there. There's so gorgeous through this circuit with these hills, forestry, and riding the curves. It's such a wonderful feeling as a driver. It's very high load, a very high load circuit, very fast, very high load circuit in terms of G-forces on the drivers. But obviously these guys don't feel the G-forces. I'm speaking in generalities. They come from Asia. But anyway, so he closes the gap to Venture. Venture goes defensive. This battle is going to rage on. I can see very good racing between these two very good drivers. People going, putting in a lot of practice, a lot of driving time. It's just running a bit deep there. It's costing quite a lot of time. Then he gets a good exit and closes the gap right up. Third, Mr. Bombastic, also on the hard tyre. So a lot of these guys changing their strategy, kind of aligning their strategy. Bombastic runs it very deep there. It's going to allow Death Ray, who's now also on the hard tyre, to close the gap right up. So Death Ray has come out far behind these guys. But he still has his stint on the soft tyre to go, so Death Raccoon and Bombastic in a battle. This looks like a good duel. Mercedes has got a ton of oversteer. So just driving on board with Mr. Bombastic here. Let's see how far he is from the leaders. If I can get the right view. So there you can see Alex and Venture still going at it. Very nice sounding cars. Very precise through here. Wow. Good racing between all of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's very close racing. And Venture holding his own here. The gap is really next to nothing. 0.2 between these two. Interesting to see. Such a tight line. Venture can go defensive and it doesn't really lose too much between them. So both these guys on the hard tyre, both these guys, very interesting. Both these guys are pushing as hard as they can. The gap varies between 0.5 and 0.2 pretty much every single lap. So all the while they are doing this, Mr. Bombastic, he looks like he is closing it down. Mr. Bombastic wants some of that fun. I mean, the fuel, everything is pretty much the same. Oh, that's a good getting a big slide through there that's going to hurt him a bit in terms of his pace. About 2 seconds behind Bombastic. Bombastic was 1.5. He's now 1.3. It's coming down all the time. So interesting. These two, there's nothing in between them. They're 0.2 now. So every time we get here, Venture goes extremely defensive, and he can because the corner is so tight. You don't need a super wide entry, and Alex can really, he's really just sizing him up, trying to figure out okay, well, I need to figure out where I can pass this guy and how am I going to do it. And all the while he has this Toyota behind him, is he catching him, so it's going to be tough now because there's this aero train, it's the slipstream train. Everyone has it except Venture. Venture is busy leading the charge, this trio. And he's holding on for dear life, but Mr. Bombastic has come to join the party. And he looks very interesting. He's pushing really hard. It looks like he got phenomenal drive. And he managed to just get past Alex. He got phenomenal drive out the last section of chicane. So Alex battling a bit now with an Alpha. I'm not sure what the story is. Fuel is good, tires are good. So Bombastic really Toyota FT1 he's going to look to put pressure onto Venture 26 really soon. Venture has to keep an eye on his mirrors because that FT1 is very quick. Big slide there from Bombastic, and it's going to hurt him all the way down the main straight. So it's Venture 26 first, Bombastic second, Alex Simracing third. Nothing in it between these three. Fourth is Death Raccoon, is about 2.9 seconds behind him. Fifth is Doubleday, he's 10 seconds behind Death Raccoon. Sixth is Flurry Twist. These guys are all on the hard tires, doing a stint on the hard. 7th is Jack E on the medium now. 8th is Safalicious out on the medium tire. 9th is 100 DK's going in, he's got all sorts of damage. 10th is Denz on the medium tire. Freddy is out in 11th on the soft tire doing his thing. CRT Case Convert is out in 12th on the soft tire. So interesting, the Mazda has used more fuel. So this is going to be interesting. This might go down to fuel consumption. And the Mazda have used a lot of fuel. Alex is also going to go in. Fourth is Death Raccoon. He's going to stay out. He's on the hard tire. And he, I think, has been fuel saving. So he did go in quite a bit later, but I think he has decided to fuel save. So that is interesting. That could be a good play from Death Raccoon. I mean, he's still got a lot of fuel. tyre, so potentially stop now, move over to the medium. Just not sure what the soft, what the gain would be to stay out on the hard. And he's played it well, but if he goes out now, he'll have a much shorter stop than the other guys to get to a full tank. So I'm not sure where that will put him, in terms of his position, track position on the circuit. So evening, Jacques and chat. Sorry I couldn't make it tonight. No problem, Ian. It is what it is, bud. Enjoy your evening off. I wish I could. I did on Friday though. But anyway, no worries. We'll see you next time, brother. So we're looking at Death Raccoon. He's currently out in first place, 12-second gap over Davide. So he's maximizing his time on that tyre. Alex Bombastic and Venture came out. Venture came out in fifth. I don't think he put a full tank. 6 is Saphalicious getting arm wrestled there with Alex. Not sure what happened there. Let's have a look there. Just went straight off. So unfortunate there for Saphalicious. But let's go back. So Death Raccoon still leading the charge. What about that? So we're back. Death Raccoon still leading the charge. Second is McFlurry Twist under huge pressure from Jack E. McFlurry holding his own is that 5-star racing Porsche. Third is Jack E. Fourth is Venture 26. He's now on the medium tyre. Fifth is Alex Sim Racing. He has 1 second penalty, and he has this lunatic riding. Mr. Bombastic in 6th place. Very quick driver in that FT1. 7th is Davide in that Skyline. 8th is, so it's Dens in the Skyline. 8th is Davide. 9th is Saphalicious. 10th is Freddy. The only BMW around, but it still looks good. 100 DK in 11th and CRT cars complete in 12th. So we'll see how this plays out from their track. Maybe he's thinking about reducing the number of stops. He's got very long on this hard tyre. So if he only has to do 2 more on the softs, then almost loses it there. It was very close. And but manages to gather it up and does a great job. So he's going in the pits now, I suspect. So he does a flurry twist. He's also going to go into the pits now and stop for fuel pretty much. So that puts Venture 26 into first place. So Venture is now on the medium. And second is Mr. Bombastic. Still flashing lights, so I wonder if there was something that went down. Let's just see if we can go back a bit further. Sorry, I'm just trying to see if there was any incident that we missed. So, but let's look at the fuel. So, Venture is just under half a tank. Tires are much of muchness. Plastic just over half a tank. And Alex is pretty much the same. Pretty much the same as Bombastic. So, Death Raccoon now onto the soft, but he is about 6 seconds behind Alex. He's got a lot more fuel, so not sure what his strategy is going to be in this whole thing, how this is going to play out, but we'll keep you posted. So let's just get a drink there. If we go back to the leaders, Venture, quite a substantial gap here. 26 minutes left. It's got a 7-second gap over Bombastic. So he's just coming up to pass the leaders now. Freddy staying a bit wide, giving him space. But there's a blue flag there, so Freddy needs to just be a bit careful. Get into a race for Venture, but it does well to not get too involved. So Venture didn't lose too much time there, but that's always the risk of passing back markers. You have to just be a bit careful. Second is Bombastic. Third is Alex. Now all these guys are on the medium tire. Looks like he's doing quite well with fuel at 5-star Racing Alpha. Fourth is Death Raccoon on the soft tyre. He's closed the gap up to about, that gap was 6 seconds. He's closed the gap to a second. This is a phenomenal drive from Death Raccoon once again. We knew he was going to be quick once he got into that soft tire. You can see he's showing it now. So this is interesting play from Death Raccoon. He stayed out longer on the harder tire to conserve fuel. And he knew that he could potentially only do 2 more stops. So the other guys might have to go longer again somehow. But Death Raccoon, I think, is playing this really well. Closes the gap right up to Alex. Then if there was contact there, let's just go back and see. So it looks like Alex was ghosting at the time that they got into the brakes. Oh, there was a bit of contact there. So Death Raccoon would rat-a-tat-tat on that bumper and just ran Alex a little bit wide. So not sure what will come of it, if anything. It's up to the drivers to report it if there is an issue or if they feel disadvantaged. I think in this case Death Raccoon is going to pass Alex anyway. It is a bit of a no-no to use someone as a brake marker for sure. So we'll just see what comes of that. Alex pushing hard, doing well on the medium tyre. Looks like he's done really well with his fuel. Venture has gone in again, so Venture looks like he's on a different strategy. Venture is definitely on, because we've still got 23 minutes to go. So Venture, I think he's definitely on a it's going to be a 4-stop, 5-stop strategy. I think Death Raccoon is on a less stop strategy. One less. I'm not sure how, let's see how this plays out, but Death Raccoon is definitely using all of the tire available to him. So he's closing the gap now, Mr. Bombastic. Bombastic is going to go into the pits anyway, so Death Raccoon, you can see he comes round onto the main straight. He's still got plenty fuel. So does Alex. Alex is hanging in there, doing a similar job to what Bombastic was doing. So Alex has got a fair amount of fuel as well, considering he's been on the medium tyre the same amount of time as Venture and Bombastic. So good work from Alex. Death Raccoon 2.4 seconds ahead. Definitely broken the toe. I thought it was Davide in the byplay. I thought it was Venture 26 in the Mazda. Also went to the soft tyre and I said, well, yeah, guys are just going to be on the softs. I suspect they will have one more stop after this. Looking very quick. He's getting the fastest lap. He has 33.5. So up into third place now. Alex is gone and Alex is in 7th. Death Raccoon also in still in first. He's 17 seconds ahead of Davide. 26 busy closing the gap now on Alex on W's. W's going to stop now. Venture 26 doesn't necessarily know that W is out of fuel, so Venture coming a lot of speed. Up ahead is someone, not sure who that is, that's very. So Venture pushing 33.5. That was the quickest lap time in the race so far. It's a very good time. Looked like it was flat too. Venture absolutely dialed in on this tire, 16 seconds. Just gives Freddie a little how's it there. So that was unfortunate because that would have been phenomenal. I think that would have been a lot of time. That would not have been broken easily. So Death Raccoon still in the lead, 16 seconds ahead, as it was. Doing a very, very good job to stay ahead here. Man, he spotted the pole, but it was spotted. I just want to see if the rain is to fall. So yes, it's still raining. It's weird. It's hot in here, it's raining outside, but in a tropical climate that would be the norm. We're not in a tropical climate, so Venture 26 slowly wheeling Death Raccoon in. Bombastic now this time, so JP on the medium, Bombastic on the soft tire must be because not just going to get that time. So 33.317, that is a good time. Running at a bit hot into there. Fourth is Alex, 13 seconds behind. He's gone back into the hard tire. He's probably gonna look to go to the end on this tire. This was a big gamble from Alex. Gets it very sideways there. Let's just go back and look and see what happened. Came through and just took too much curb and it shot him off into the Armco, and but unfortunate for him. But I think Alex is going long on this tire. 14 minutes remaining. It'll be an interesting strategy. Your fueling is going to be your limiting factor. So, Venture 26 in the lead now. He's on the soft tire. He will have to stop again. The question is Death Raccoon. He's come out. He's gone back onto the medium tire. So, interesting. Venture 26 still has decent fuel, so the guys can fuel save well enough. Let's see. Can't really see the terms of but this man doing a great job. So he's 8 seconds now ahead of Mr. Bombastic. Bombastic in second place on the soft tire. Venture has a lot less fuel. Bombastic has a lot more fuel. Now, Bombastic on the soft, and I say it a lot, I mean, we're talking marginal differences. So then it's not a lot, I guess. Third is Death Raccoon. He's doing a great job. He is now in third place. He's gone to the medium tires, come out ahead of Alex. I don't know if Alex went off again. I'm sure that has happened here. But fifth place is McFlurry Twist. So McLaren that beautifully turned out 5-star racing cars. 6 is Davide in the Marco. 7th is Jack E, the Porsche. 8th is Safalicious in the Chrome Jaguar. 9th is Dens. 10th is one DK. 11th is Freddy. 12th is CRT Caskenberg. So she's not far behind Freddy, about 4.4 seconds behind. 11 minutes remaining. Venture 26 comes into the pits, down, for the last stop. So Bombastic's going to stay out one more lap. The question is, can Death Raccoon go to the end? I think he can. I think he's got enough fuel to go to the end. Where will that put Venture and Bombastic? Venture's car is looking quite second hand, but this man has driven exceptionally well, as usual. Phenomenal drivers. All of these drivers, I have to take my hat off to them, to see how good they are. It's great to have such good drivers with us. So second is Death Raccoon. Bombastic has to stop. He's 11 seconds ahead of Death Raccoon. He's got no fuel left. Death Raccoon has plenty fuel. Plenty. So third now is Venture 26. He's filled up. He's on the soft tire. Alex is on the hard tire. Venture is going to go after Death Raccoon. 10 seconds is the gap. This is an interesting play from Venture. 10 minutes, 10 seconds. Wow, that's interesting. Can Venture wheel Bombastic in a second a minute? basically. Can he close the gap 1 second for every minute that ticks by? That is a lot to ask. It's more than a second a lap. So Death Raccoon goes in. He's got about 11-second gap to Bombastic goes into 11-second gap to Death Raccoon. So Death Raccoon will come through and will take the lead of this race. Let's see where Venture is. So Venture will come through now. So the gap is 9.7 seconds and the time left is 8.5 minutes. Venture is on the soft tyre. Death Raccoon's on the hard tyre, on the medium tyre. You've seen how fast this man can be on the medium tyre. And he most likely felt that he had better pace on the medium tyre. Wow, what a race this is turning out to be. So Venture is going to try and close that gap. He's got 8 minutes and the gap is 8 seconds. It's crazy. He has to reel Death Raccoon at a second a minute. It's a bit more than that because the gap is about 8.3, the time is 8 minutes remaining. I hope I'm explaining myself correctly, but yeah, that's effectively what needs to happen. Third is your Alfa Romeo driver, Alex. He's on the hard tyre. He came on the hard. And the thing around here, the tyre's never been the limiting factor. It's always been the fuel. So, fourth is Davide. Fifth is Death Raccoon. Is Mr. Bombastic and Jackie. Wow. Bombastic got a really loose there. So, the gap now between Death Raccoon and Venture, 7.9 seconds, 8 seconds, time left, 7 minutes. Oh, it's a big ask from Venture to try and reel him in. Don't know if it's too much, but if anything can happen, all that needs to happen is Death Raccoon trips over a back runner, comes to lap someone, anything can happen. So it's a very good strategy from Alex has gone on to 5th place. He decided to change his tyres. Interesting. Okay, let's just bat it. It's not his usual self to be this far off the pace, off the strategy, but he put it on pole. He was very quick in qualifying, but something's just gone wrong. One of those races. So Davide is sitting in 3rd. Davide could potentially finish on the podium here. 4th is Bombastic, who's now pitted and has the softs on, so he is putting Davide under huge pressure now. Looking for the gap. Davide driving the wheels off that Viper and doing exactly what Venture did to Alex, but Bombastic looking for the way around the outside and gets the job done. That is a phenomenal job from Bombastic. It's obviously exceptionally hard to get that move done, but he made it happen. So Davide coming back at him. So it's just 5th place, 6th place. McLaren twist, still in this. 7th is Jack E. 8th is Games. 9th is Safelicious. 10th is One Eye Lou. 11th is CRT Cash Converts. 12th is Freddy. So back to your leaders. The gap now. Wow, this is going to go down to the wire. 4.7 seconds is the gap. 4 minutes is the time. 4 minutes 44 seconds is the time. This is going down to the wire. Where's Venture? There he is. So now you can almost start to see Venture. There he is behind Death Raccoon. So Venture has him in his sights, and that's just going to give him more motivation to push harder. Let's just see what it's like on board with this man. You can see Death Raccoon down the road. This is a brilliant strategy from both these drivers. Venture on an absolute mission. He has the quickest lap, 33.3. Time is 4 minutes. Well, it's 3 minutes 56. The gap 3.9 seconds. Keep your eyes in the background there. You'll be able to see Death Raccoon Venture 26 come through the back. Wow, what a finish this is turning out to be. 3 minutes left. And 3.5 second gap. Venture's pushing very hard. The thing is now also, once Venture gets into the slip, it's going to suck him along. But we've seen how Venture was able to defend against Alex for numerous laps, and that's the next trick. Catching is one thing, passing is another. So there you can see Venture 26 in the background. Death Raccoon pushing very, very hard. He just needs to keep it together. He's done such a phenomenal job to get to this point. I mean, he started on the mediums and he was pushing in the front runners. I don't know why he went to the mediums again. I was thinking maybe more about longevity, because he did a very long stint. Now, more about longevity than it was about pace. The time, 2.3 seconds, the gap, 2 minutes. So, it's the other way around. The time is 2.2 minutes, the gap, 2.8 seconds. So there's places that Death Raccoon is obviously quicker, and there's places that Venture is quicker. The gap now, 2.8 seconds. Time, 2 minutes, 10 seconds. This is going down literally to the wire. What a finish to this phenomenal motor race. 7th is your man Alex now. It's strange. I just really thought Alex was going to be up there. Oh, Alex has damage. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's what could be hindering him. So, not sure what has happened there, but he's got damage. 3rd place man, Mr. Bombastic. He's now 8 seconds ahead of Davide, 4th. So, the gap, a second. The time, 1 minute. Wow, this is what it's come down to. You almost don't want to watch. So Death Raccoon really has to be defensive here and think about how he's going to drive this lap. There is literally 1 lap left. The gap is 0.4. So Davide moves to break the tone, and he just has to drive sensibly. He's done a phenomenal job. So is Venture 26 to catch him. Venture looking to do to get Death Raccoon on pace. Death Raccoon doesn't have the grip. It's soft tire, it does have grip. So where is he going to make it happen? Death Raccoon goes defensive. Now Death Raccoon is doing to Venture what Venture did to Alex. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Hip and shoulder there. Oh, they're side by side as they come through here. I think Venture's got him. So very close racing between these guys. I'm not sure that it'll be a hard break for Death Raccoon, but it looks like Venture's managed to get past. Venture's on the soft tire, and Death Raccoon's going to come back at him, but Venture was very solid through this corner and run it basically extremely tight, and you're able to still keep the gap. So Death Raccoon is very good in the attacking position, and it was a bit of a mix-up. Looks like there was contact there, so Venture goes very defensive. Death Raccoon goes very wide to try and pick up the angle, but it's not going to happen. Venture 26 managed to get past on the last lap, pulled the gap, it's half a second, and he's going to win this race. What a phenomenal finish to this race. Hard luck for Death Raccoon. He really deserved that win. He went long on the medium, tried to make it work, but Venture just had too much pace. Bombastic finishing third. Fourth is Davide in the Viper. It's a good drive from Bombastic as well. So brilliant work from Davide, bring it home in fourth. He hasn't raced with us for a very long time. Jack E, I think he was your last race winner. He brings it home in fifth place. No, sorry, he was your last race winner. Jan Diaz. Sixth is McFlurry Twist. Seventh is Alex Walmart. Eighth is Dens. Okay, so those guys just too far behind, but wow, what a finish that was. That was a phenomenal finish. And all hats off to Venture 26 for that drive. That was a phenomenal drive. And also hats off to Death Raccoon. That was a brilliant drive as well. Unlucky, but sometimes you just got to take your chances and see what it gives you. We'll be right back. throws a spanner in the works. Let's just look at your final points. Now this is obviously preliminary, but wow, look at this. Death Raccoon currently leading the championship, 72 points. Second is Alex Wilmot, he's on 68 points. Third is Jack E with 66. Interesting, that's so close. Fourth is Melty with 62. Fifth is Dens with 57. Where's Death Raccoon in all of this? Why don't I see Death Raccoon? Oh, he's leading, sorry. So 57 Dens, McFlurry 57 and 6. Seventh is Venture 26 with 54. Eighth is Seattle Converts with 40. Ninth is Mr. Boombastic with 32, and bring up your top 10 is Spage Phil 29. Guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. It's been a phenomenal race, and I hope you had a great weekend. We'll catch you guys next Friday, and let's just say ciao to everyone in the comments. Yeah, well done. Thanks everyone. Take it easy.